Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. A while back, I sent a survey, just a question to a lot of my clients, some in business, some not, and asked them, in terms of a leader, what would they want in their life, or what kind of a leader would they be if they were at their best? And so many of them quoted Stephen Covey's writing, and it's listen to understand. If you're going to listen to somebody, then the outcome ought to be that you can understand them. Well, as always, my little brain goes 360 degrees, and I started thinking, not always a strong suit sometimes. Well, it's a strong suit, it's just sometimes it kind of wanders off hither and yon. And as I was doing this wandering down this little path, I wondered, okay, if we're listening to understand, and we flip that around, what if it is that we are making space for someone to talk until they feel understood? May sound like the same thing to you in my little brain. There's a nuance, a little bit of difference. One, and I raise my hand, we are, I'm guessing you two, probably all of us, I'm always willing to be wrong, is that we kind of fast track it. We'll ask somebody, what do you mean by that? And they'll get to a certain point, and our mind will think, oh, I got it. And either we kind of tune out, or sometimes we just say, I got it. And there you are. They walk away thinking they're understood. We walk away thinking that we understand. And at sometimes not so pretty times, we find out, oh, that's not what they meant. Or they find out they didn't really understand at all. And so I'm going to offer that when we listen, we don't try to fast track it. We be prepared to know that listening is not always quick. It is not always fast. It is not always simple. So it does require that we have a mindset before we decide that we're going to ask a question that we really want to understand from the other person. So we have to, I know, it's the big P word, patience. I know. We have to be able to be patient. We have to have a degree of empathy, knowing that it may not be easy for that person to tell us what they're telling us, that they may not even believe that we want to know, even though they may think, oh, all right, I'll tell them one more time, they're still not going to get it. Or maybe that other person is thinking, wow, somebody really wants to hear, somebody really wants to know, somebody really cares. So all of that is involved in listening to understand and speaking to be understood. Now I have a little tidbit of a story. It's not real huge or anything like that. My husband and I, raising my hand, all right, that I like to have Diet Coke sometimes. Yeah, I do. It's out in the open, Okay. So we went to, I prefer the Diet Coke of Burger King. Somebody else will say, oh, this one's better, that one's better. It doesn't matter at all. To me, it matters. And if I'm going to have my little luxury of indulgence, that's the place I prefer. So we went the other evening, and we were going to get a Diet Coke and then go for our little ride. So my husband likes a lot of ice. Just Diet Coke flavored ice. Me, I like the Diet Coke. I like a little bit of ice, not too cold. So he ordered the Diet Coke. He said 2 Diet Cokes. 1, I'd like just a little bit of ice, and 1, I want it really full of ice and just a little bit of Coke, Diet Coke. And the guy at the other end of the speaker said, got it. So we thought, he listened, he understood. We got to the window and we pulled away. And since my husband likes a lot of ice in his, I'll take the lid off, and I put the straw in mine. Took the lid off, and I thought, wow, I'm not sure which is which. Did they put more than a little bit of ice in mine, or is the one I have closest to me his? So I took both the lids off. His had more ice than mine. It was not full to the top of ice, which is what he had said that he wanted. And I thought, wow. And that's what precipitated this talk, because I thought, how many times, raising my hand, I'm guessing that you can raise yours too, and everybody can at some moment in their life, has said, I got it. And they did. They got what they understood. What they didn't get is what I wanted. So they listened until they understood what they believed I wanted or my husband wanted. They didn't listen until we knew and they knew that they really understood. We had gone another time, same scenario, we always ordered the same thing, and this person listened, repeated back, okay, you want 1 Diet Coke with a little bit of ice, you want the other Diet Coke with the cup filled with ice, and then some soda added. My husband had said yes. The other guy said, I got it. 2 different incidents. Both listened, both said they got it. 2 experiences. 1 repeated back to be sure that he understood. The other one just said, I got it. And I'm going to offer that those 2 are ways that you, if you want, can remember. So 1 is to repeat it back and say, check me on that. Is that what you meant? The other is, you can say, I got it, and take your chances. Choices, always a choice. Whatever way you decide to do it, and I hope you'll decide to feed back some of the information to be sure you got it, because that'll make you a hero. The other, can make you kind of a schmuck. Who knows? Anyway, always check to be sure that you understand, because then the other person gets the joy of being heard and understood. That is a huge gift, whether it's Diet Coke or something bigger. All right, thanks for coming. keep safe, write your story, do everything with the human touch. All right, thank you. Bye for now.